I'm Young Buzz. Welcome back to the channel where K-pop news meets real talk and hot takes. If you're new here, we don't just report, we dissect, discuss, and debate like the passionate K-pop stans we are. And today, we've got a story that started out as yet another dating rumor, but somehow turned into a full-blown nail polish conspiracy. Yep, we're talking about BTS's Jungkook, aespa's Winter, and the great blue nail theory of 2025. So let's rewind a bit. In early July, dating rumors between Jungkook and Winter started popping up. Again. And I say again, because this isn't the first time fans and netizens have tried to link these two. The supposed evidence this time? Matching outfits, matching bracelets, and wait for it, the fact that they both like working out. That's right, gym selfies became part of the case file. And look, I love a good theory as much as the next fan, but at some point, are we just out here matching couples based on who drinks protein shakes? But just when we thought the rumor had run its course, things got wild again. On July 7th, Jungkook was seen at the airport with Jimin and Suga, heading to the US. Totally normal, by the way, since BTS has been teasing us about working on a new album in America. But then, one photo from the airport started trending. Why? Because Jungkook was holding hands with Jimin, and people noticed something unusual: mismatched nail polish. Specifically, he had one nail painted in a standout color. Now here's where the conspiracy wheels really started turning. Some netizens were like, wait, didn't Winter have a blue standout nail during a recent aespa performance? And boom, just like that, the rumor mill went into overdrive. It's a secret message. They're wearing each other's favorite color. This is couple nail symbolism. Honestly, it got so detailed, I thought someone was gonna start mapping Jungkook's nail polish to lunar phases next. But here's the thing, this blue nail detail didn't just stop at Winter. People began connecting Jungkook to other idols too. V, Jimin, even Jin, several idols who've been seen with a single painted nail, often in blue. And that's when another theory entered the chat, one that actually made a whole lot more sense: the Polish Man movement. If you've never heard of it, Polish Man is a global campaign where people paint one fingernail, typically blue, to raise awareness about violence against women and children. The idea is simple but powerful. One painted nail represents the 1 in 5 children who experience violence before the age of 18. It's a silent statement, a small action with a huge message. And fun fact, ATs were actually ambassadors for the Polish Man campaign a while back. So this isn't some obscure cause in the K-pop world. It's already made its rounds. Now here's where I need your opinion, Buzz fam. When you look at Jungkook's nails, are you seeing a hidden love message or a subtle support for a meaningful cause? Because I'll be honest, as much as the dating rumors make for juicy content, I find the Polish Man angle way more compelling. I mean, it actually lines up with the kind of person Jungkook has shown himself to be. This is someone who's been open about mental health, who's donated to causes quietly, and who doesn't always explain his fashion or art choices in the most obvious way. Let's be real here. We've seen this pattern before. An idol does something low-key, wears a bracelet, paints a nail, changes a phone case, and suddenly it's linked to someone else. And in some cases, yes, it turns out they were dating. But in other cases, it was literally just a fashion choice, or part of a photo shoot, or supporting something meaningful. And then we, the fandoms, are left arguing over pixels in blurry photos. But maybe that's part of what makes K-pop so intriguing, right? The mystery, the hints, the endless what-ifs. There's a certain thrill to finding tiny clues and piecing them together. It feels like we're all part of a giant scavenger hunt, decoding secret messages. But the question is, where do we draw the line between fun speculation and baseless rumor spreading? And if we do want to talk about Jungkook and Winter, let's at least acknowledge that they're both adults. And if they were dating, it shouldn't be treated like some betrayal or scandal. They're human beings. They're allowed to fall in love, paint their nails however they want, and fly to America without fans turning it into an episode of CSI K-pop Edition. All right, Buzz fam, what do you think so far? Have you been following this blue nail theory? Do you believe there's a deeper connection, or are we reaching way too far just to stir drama? Would you support your bias, joining a campaign like Polished Man if they made it official? Let's talk about it, because I genuinely want to know what side of the fence you're on. So let's dig into why this kind of rumor picks up so much steam in the first place. K-pop fans, especially international ones, are incredibly observant. Like, if an idol breathes in a different rhythm during a fan sign, someone's gonna clip it and say, "This is proof they're dating someone." It's kind of wild, but it also shows just how much attention idols are constantly under. And with someone like Jungkook, who's not only a global star but also one of the most watched idols of this generation, every little detail gets magnified. And that pressure? It goes both ways. Because now, imagine being Winter. You're doing your job, performing with your group, wearing a cool nail design that probably matches your outfit, and suddenly, boom, you're being linked to Jungkook because of one blue nail. No context, no interaction, just vibes and coincidence. This kind of stuff makes me think, are we paying too much attention to aesthetics and forgetting that idols are people, not puzzles to solve? Like, sure, I get the fun of shipping. We've all done it. But when the theories start trending and they're based on nail polish and gym routines, maybe we're crossing a line into we need to log off and touch grass territory. And let's be honest, the matching nail theory just doesn't hold up when you think about how stylists and concepts work. These idols don't always choose their own nails, clothes, or accessories. A stylist could have painted Winter's nail blue because it fit the stage outfit. Jungkook's nail? He might have done it himself, or maybe it was part of something symbolic. That's where I go back to Polished Man. The fact that multiple idols, not just Jungkook, have shown one standout nail? That feels less like a secret love signal and more like a quiet wave of support for a cause. And if that's true, I honestly hope more idols do it. Polished Man is such an underrepresented movement in the world of pop culture. And if K-pop idols want to use their platforms in subtle but powerful ways like this, I'm 100% here for it. But let's flip the script for a second. What if Jungkook was trying to say something personal with his nails? What if it was a message to someone? Would that be so terrible? Sometimes I wonder why we act like dating in K-pop is some forbidden concept. These idols spend years building themselves up, living under strict rules, and when they finally get the freedom to express themselves, even a painted nail becomes controversial. And let's not forget, these are grown adults. Jungkook is 27. Winter is in her 20s. If they're dating, or if anyone is dating, it shouldn't be the end of the world. What should matter more is how they treat fans, how they show up on stage, how they grow as artists. If we're holding them to a standard where they can't even paint a nail without someone crying scandal, then maybe it's time we rethink how we view idol culture. I also want to point out how quickly netizens were to mock the dating rumors this time. That's something we don't always see. Usually when a rumor drops, people eat it up. But in this case, a lot of fans and casual viewers were like, "You guys are reaching." And that gave me a little hope, honestly. It means more fans are starting to draw the line between speculation and obsession. And the jokes? Some of them were gold. One person said, "If gym habits and blue nails are signs of dating, then I must be in a secret relationship with half of my classmates." It's hilarious because it's true. The logic just doesn't hold when you apply it to real life. So BuzzFam, here's the final question I'll leave you with. Do we need to chill with the overanalysis? Or is the theorizing part of what makes K-pop exciting for you? Should idols have to explain every fashion choice? Or is it okay for them to just exist without us jumping to conclusions? And if Jungkook really is supporting Polished Man or any other cause, how cool would it be if more fans started doing the same? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you team They're Just Nails or team Hidden Messages confirmed? No judgment here, just real talk. And if you've ever been caught up in one of these theories yourself, or maybe even started one, I want to hear that too. All right, that's it for today's On Young Buzz. As always, thank you for hanging out, thinking deeper, and being part of the convo. I'll be keeping an eye on those comments because this one is going to be interesting. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep your nails fabulous, whatever color you choose. See you in the next one.